Hey, hey, this isn't my computer lab. Where am I? How did I get here? 5th grade. Welcome to my computer lab. It's amazing, isn't it? Brand new, up to date, high tech. It's awesome. And we're going to use it this quarter to do computer games. That's right. You and I have been working together since kindergarten. Maybe some of you haven't, but most of you have been working with me since kindergarten, and we have been learning about algorithms and loops and nested loops and conditionals and all this kind of computer science stuff. So what do we actually get to do with it? Well, we get to put it to use, finally. We're not going to use code.org this year. We're going to use a program called Scratch. And Scratch is going to let us really program some pretty cool stuff, some pretty cool computer games. I've got a couple that I'm going to have you make. So I hope you're excited to kind of put all of your computer coding skills to use over the next couple of class periods. To do this work, though, one of the things I'm going to have you do is create your own Scratch account. So that is task number 1. Let's get started with that. In Google Classroom, I'm giving you this link. Okay, it's a one-time use link only. It just has you sign up. But after that, we have to log in a different way, and I'll get to that in other lessons. So when you get to this page here, I'm going to have you go ahead and push this green button to get started, and you have to create your own username. I don't create these in order. I'm going to turn the responsibility over to you. You have your own username and your own password. Here's a couple of things, though, that you have to have you remember. When you do a username, do not use personal information. Should not include your first name, not include your middle name, not include your last name. Your username should not be some sort of like a number, like your house number. It shouldn't be an address that you're at. It shouldn't be something we could find in a phone book. Nothing personal about you on these usernames. Can it be a username that you have somewhere else, like from your Roblox account or your Twitch account? Yes, if that username doesn't have personal information on it. If I can look through the usernames and figure out which kid is which, that means that you put too personal of information in your username. The username is public. Anyone on Scratch is going to be able to see this username. So do not include anything that's kind of used as personal identification about you. Pet's name, fine. Favorite number, great. Nicknames that they call you, awesome. Your softball number, fine. That's not private information. Okay. Private information is, again, your name, your school, your address, your phone number. That's stuff that we can't use as a username. So try and put in some sort of username. Now, if somebody else has already chosen that username of the million other subscribers to Scratch, you're going to have to pick something else. So you might have to pick something, you may have to put in numbers after that. If you can put numbers, that's great. And then you also need to pick some sort of password. So a password, again, should be something that you can remember. Let's see, I'm going to say Wildcats, like so, but it's kind of better because I'm using, there we go, you can kind of see lowercase letters, uppercase letters, symbols, and numbers. Those are going to make the best passwords. So you need to create your own. And I would probably write it down, because here's the thing. This responsibility is now on you. I don't control any of this information. The only thing I can do is reset it. So if you forget your username or forget your password, there's not much I can do. I can give you your username, but I can only reset your password. I can't get it back for you out of a list. Okay, so your responsibility now. I'm going to change it to be something else that you can't see, so you can't log in as me. Okay, and then finally, once you find a number that works, then I'm going to push next step. Now, if you get prompted, you might see up here a prompt saying, hey, do you want the computer to save this information for you to Google? If this is a private account, you're logged in as Google, like I think you probably are, then yes, it's probably a good idea that you push the save button to save that information. Okay. If this is a public computer, you're doing it on something that lots of people use and there's no privacy or anything like that, probably not. Write it on a sticky note or something, but don't save it if this is a computer that is being used by people outside your family. Next, it's going to want your birth month and year, and it is okay for you to put this in. I have researched this group. They are not going to sell the information. What they're doing here is they're going out to companies like Microsoft and Facebook and Google and asking for donations, saying, hey, we're doing a bunch of, we're trying to make kids computer programmers so that they can work for you someday. And right now we've got 100,000 fifth graders that are using our website, and they're going to say, and 60% of those users are girls, so that's good too. They're using it for good stuff. This site is free because of donations that large corporations give to them. Trust me, I've looked at it, I've researched it. It's going to be okay for you to put in your real birth month and year and your gender, whatever you choose to identify as, and then finally push that next step. Now it's going to say, congratulations, you are in. Ba-dum, there it is. And you can go to class, like so. Okay, so now we are in our class, and you're going to get a chance to learn how to use Scratch. So, okay, so now what I'm going to have you do is we're going to come up here to where it says Ideas. So Ideas, when you click it, is a place that we have a bunch of tutorials. This is where you get to try things out, okay? So I'd like you to go ahead and new to Scratch, try it out. I'm going to have you click on this getting started one, and what's going to happen is it's going to load a project for you. And this project is going to be one that it's just going to be kind of you learning how Scratch works. So as it creates the project, you'll have a block area here, a work area here. This is the video that you can kind of drag around to different places. This is your work area where you're going to drag the blocks out into, like so. And then this is your player. This is what happens, your screen, if you will. These will walk you through how to do these puzzles. You can watch the video, like so, and then you can use your arrow keys, like so. It's going to have you like step-by-step directions on how to actually do these puzzles here. So we're going to drag this out like it says, and then we can drag other ones out there like it says. So we're going to say hello, like so. And when we click it, then our character does things. Look at that. He's saying hello. Crazy. Okay, and click the green flag. We'll use this one. It's an event. These tutorials kind of explain how to actually work these puzzles. Okay, you can push the shrink button up here to do shrinking if you need more work that way, and then expand it to see what you're supposed to do. When you get all the way done, more things. Try the add a backdrop one. It'll bring up a new tutorial that you can kind of walk your way through. How to change the size, how to change the sprite, how to glide around, how to make it spin. These are all good tutorials that I would love for you to try out and do. Do as many of these as you think you need before you kind of get an idea, because we're going to use these ideas, these concepts next time as we kind of create our first game that way. So that's our task today. Create your Scratch account. Make sure you remember how to use it. Go up to those ideas at the top. Choose a tutorial. So you're just getting started. Try to complete these tutorials to build your own game. It's all being saved to your project page. So it's going to be saved to your account. You're not going to lose anything, but you might have to click right here where it says Save Now. It saves every 2 minutes or so, so not automatically. So if you do make a change, it'll be like, we haven't saved it, but like wait a minute or two and it will save automatically. So it's kind of nice that way. All right. If you have any questions or things like that, email me, okay? Send me an email because I check that way more than I check Google Classroom. So if there's problems or issues that you're running into, send me an email and we'll work our way through it. Other than that, I look forward to working with you again for one more quarter. I can't believe that our time is so short together since we've been together since kindergarten that way. But I am looking forward to doing these projects. I think they're the best part of computer science, where we actually get to build the stuff. that we're going to then be able to play with. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Have a fantastic week.